What are your key goals and objectives you would like to accomplish in your role as mayor?
I would like to bring jobs to the young people, to keep their young families here, because if they leave, there are so many things that could happen, and it's not going to be a pretty picture. I plan on bringing in a taxpayer's bill of rights. We should have one drawn up and put it before council, and it will outline where the money is going here in the city. Talking about transparency, what better way to do it than to let them see where their money is going, what this costs, what that costs, the streets when they, scrub them in the spring. I've gotten an email about someone who said that they were washing the sidewalks. That's not what they're doing. They're clearing the way for the drainage systems. And we need to know how much that costs, because they need to know where their money is going.
For starters, the things that the city of Sault Ste. Marie needs to do in order to rein in its spending and rein in its taxes. You need proper continuous improvement plans instituted across the corporation. They need to be looking for cost savings. They need to form teams that will be specifically looking for how to do things better with less. All of this stuff is stuff I'm well trained in, and I can show people who work at City Hall how to do this, how to get real cost savings fairly quickly. I've done it before, I can do it again. By doing this, you generate cost savings, you don't need to raise taxes. By not raising taxes, you're making the city more attractive to everybody. Second thing is, currently, there is a long-range strategic plan. I read the long-range strategic plan. It isn't one, it's a joke. We need a real long-range strategic plan that will generate future possibilities for the city.
I've outlined specific priorities under 3 themes: leadership, accountability, and responsible spending. We've spoken a bit about leadership, so I'll jump to the next 2 because we only have a minute to answer. On accountability, I think council has to limit closed-door and camera sessions to only when it's essential to do so. That's if you're dealing with a contractual issue or a private human resource issue. The most recent decision with respect to the East End Library was not a justifiable in-camera decision and shouldn't have been made in camera. That's not accountable. So one of my priorities will be an accountability priority. Another part of the platform is with respect to responsible spending, because Ted's right. Spending has just been going up and going up and going up. Since 2009 to 2013, spending increased $18 million approximately. Taxes increased $50 million. Taxes and spending go hand in hand. You can't get a handle on taxes unless you get a handle on spending. That has to be a first priority. I agree with Ted in that respect.
Thank you. Certainly, my vision for the community is I see Sault Ste. Marie leading all of Northern Ontario in issues around employment, quality of life, and growth. And I see us being able to accomplish that by a number of ways. One of them is to make sure that we have a strategy moving forward that encompasses not just the economy, but the social issues that go with that. So it is an overarching, all-inclusive type of strategy, because as we grow our community, and certainly with the court announcement, we know that we are going to grow this community. The other factors need to fall in place. We need to make sure that the health care is at the levels that it needs to be, that the recreation can support the people that will be living here. So we certainly need to make sure that we're looking at that, and the age-friendly designation will help meet some of those goals and objectives also.
One of my main focuses is to obviously clean up the crime in the city, and it's been getting worse and worse over the last little bit. And I think that has a little bit to do in relation with the lack of activities and recreational stuff to do with our young generation, and families aren't just as close as they once were, and they don't really keep an eye on what's going on anymore. So whether it be we need to bring in more for those younger citizens that, they won't be looking for trouble, or, we've had how much drugs coming through the city, and we need to look into these as well. That's just, that was one of my main focuses, so hopefully we can look into that.